Hi, my name is Joan Ranquet. I'm an animal communicator and author and founder of Communication with All Life University. A lot of times people call me as an animal communicator because they're having a challenge in their household with different behaviors, or maybe there's a new behavior, or maybe there's a very prominent old behavior that someone would like to have changed. And maybe there's a dynamic in the household that's going on that's preventing an animal from being all that it can be. So I love to talk about purpose and jobs. Those are two of my favorite things. When we think about any sort of story, a great story that's being told, there's always a hero, and the hero takes a journey. And in the story, the hero isn't able to be fully realized until pretty much the end of the story. What I'd like you to do in your homes is change that and help your animal be the hero now. I like to think that when I go to someone's house or I get on the phone with them and talk to their animal through a picture, that I'm helping that animal really become the hero, because somewhere along the way that journey got interrupted. That journey could be interrupted by maybe another animal, maybe two animals aren't getting along, or maybe there's something that you're doing or not doing that you don't realize yet is affecting the behavior. And of course there's always the possibility that the animal came to your home with that behavior. So if we were to look at the idea that, just like we have a souls contract, and in businesses a lot of times we might go make a mission statement, we might do the same sort of thing for our animal companions. We might look at the possibility that this animal isn't living in its full hero's journey yet, or it isn't quite getting to do or be all that it is. So what are some of the things that maybe would be great? So when you look at an animal's purpose, it might be that they're the overseer of the household, or maybe they are the sentry. And I want to play with this for a moment, because if we're looking at someone who is maybe a little overly protective, they just came from the shelter and they're overly protective and barking a little too much, or even maybe exhibiting borderline aggressive behavior, maybe you'd want to give them a completely different job, like entertainer or sentry, something that's very quiet, overseer, or maybe there's something else they can be. I have a dog that is very much she's the manager. She manages me better than I manage me. She's definitely my go-to gal. I joke that she's my better half. Then I have another dog that's a few years younger than her. She's never going to be those things, not in 10 million years. Even she couldn't and wouldn't and isn't the type to manage a farm. She's not even going to manage the cats. What she is the love of the household. She's the heart of the household. And this is a really important thing, because sometimes we need that. Sometimes we need to just be. I have another cat in this household that is very much he's almost like he has a sense of the underlying emotion. So while Isabella, the one lab, is very much the heart of the household, Henry is the heart with, like he's holding space for all of us in a very deep, emotional, profound way. And yet then another dog might be joy. So there's all sorts of things. You can give an animal or rewrite their purpose just by kind of looking at the essence of who they are and making kind of like you're pulling that out, like you would pull that color out a little more if it were a painting. And when we do that, we've given them automatically more of a sense of purpose, and then we give them a sense of ease in our household. A lot of times we forget that they just need a simple job. I mean, I've told cats to just, you need to be in charge of bug control. There might be flies getting in here, and they get very busy doing bug control. So jobs don't have to be so giant. They can be as simple as be the clown, be the entertainer, be the overseer, be the, and in some cases you might take a shy animal and say, hey, I need you to be the protector. And maybe that animal's going to come out of their shell a little more. I love to give very shy cats and shy dogs the opportunity to be the hero, because they have to kind of get out of their little shy world. So It's really fun to play with the idea of different jobs or purposes and help them really come into their own with their purpose. Thanks for joining me.